So in my previous video I've created this one. It's a 4-layer design of many high-rise buildings all over the world. And I've got so many nice comments, so many thumbs up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and it really means a lot to me. So in this week's video I've got another really nice design for you guys. This time it's a mandala style cat. It's a 5-layer design, so 1 layer extra for you guys. I really like the design. I like the depth to it. I like the color scheme. Of course you can change the colors to your own preference, but I like it like this. If you want to know how I build it, or you want to build one yourself, watch till the end, because I will guide you through all the steps again to get to this end result. This time I will use my X4 Pro from MagPow. It's also a fully enclosed class 1 laser. This one is 22 watt. It really performs great. So with that said, I think we can go to the first step, is cutting all the plywood to size. So let's cut the plywood to size. This is 3mm plywood. The design consists of 5 layers. So I need to cut 5 sheets out of this plywood. I will cut this one in half, so it will be roughly 30.5 centimeters and 30.5 centimeters each side. And I will make the other side 26. So I will cut 5 pieces out of this one, and then we can continue with the laser. So the sheets are cut to size. In total I've got 6 pieces. I only need 5, so I've got 1 spare. I will take the one with the sticker on the back. Again, as always, I will do a quick sand over, so I don't have any sharp edges. Doesn't need to be very fancy. And then once this is done, we can go into LightBurn and take a look at the design. So for this project I'm going to use my MagPow X4 Pro. Just like the Tuka L2, this is a fully enclosed class 1 laser. So it's safe to use without your safety goggles if you want. Of course you're always free to put them on as well. It doesn't hurt to get extra protection. This one is a 22 watt laser. The curve of this laser is 0.08 by 0.1 millimeter, so it's not too bad. It's got an automatic exhaust fan, automatic air assist. It's got some controls on the front, so if you want to do standalone cutting or engraving, you can do with this machine. Also easy framing, so that's nice. I've hooked it up to my exhaust port going outside of the window, so no smoke and smell inside. What I did is I've used these pins. These pins you get with your honeycomb bed. You can secure your workpiece with these ones. But what I did, I used them to align the workpiece. Let me show you in the machine. Let me open it. Here you can see I've got 2 pins at the back and also 1 pin on the left. So I can easily put the workpiece against these pins. And if I align everything exactly the same in LightBurn, all the layers, I can just put in, every time I can put in the next sheet, and everything will be aligned perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me close it. So just a quick tip, for all the machines I have, I've created these test sheets. You can create them from within LightBurn. This project contains cutting, so I've got the one from cutting. As you can see, the MagPow X4 Pro 22 watt at 80% power, you can cut up to 500 millimeters a minute. This is the same material. This is 3mm plywood. So you always need to create these ones for each material that you're using. But in this sheet you can exactly see the power and speed setting for each project. I will put the speed a little bit lower, so I will put it at 450 millimeters a minute. So I'm very sure everything is cut through. But these sheets are very handy. I always keep them next to my machine, or in the vicinity of my machine, so I can grab them whenever I need them. So just a tip, create these ones and you can easily see all the speeds and power settings for your projects. So let's get into LightBurn. As you can see, this is the design. I've got the 5 layers. This is the first layer. This will be the second, the third, the fourth and the fifth. I have already set the speed and power settings. 450 millimeters a minute at 80%, just like I explained using the test sheets from within LightBurn. I've set the MagPow X4 Pro on COM 5. Let me check. The first layer will take about 16 minutes, so that's not too bad. I will start cutting. I will use the overhead camera so you can follow along. And then once it's ready, I will take it out and continue with the next layer. So the first layer is ready. I will check to see that everything is cut properly. Then I will take everything out, put in the second layer, and we can start cutting again. So let's continue with the second layer. I've already put it on the working area. As you can see, I've lowered the speed a little bit from 450 to 400 millimeters a minute, because I noticed that the first layer was not completely cut through on certain areas. It's because of the glue inside the plywood. So I lowered it to 400 millimeters a minute, still at 80%. This one will take 26 minutes, so I will start the cutting. There are many small parts, as you can see. Everything seems to be fine. I think now everything is cut through completely. So that saves me some time getting all the little pieces out. So the second layer is also ready. I lowered the speed a little bit, as I've mentioned. Everything seems to be okay now. All parts are nicely cut through. So I will take it out, prepare for the third layer, and then we can start cutting again. So let's remove the second layer. Let's delete it. I will copy the third layer and then paste it onto the working area. I will need to set the coordinates exactly the same, 222, and this one was 197.200. So everything should be aligned now. Let me do the framing real quick to see if it's okay. Let me home the machine and then frame it. Now let's frame. That looks to be okay. Yeah, so that's nicely aligned. So I will start cutting the third layer, and I will get back whenever this is ready. So let's start the next layer. Here we go. So all the different layers are cut. In total there are 5 layers. This will be the first one, second, third, fourth and fifth. Let me put everything on top of each other so you can have a better understanding of what it would look like when everything is finished. I think it will be a nice end result. It's a pretty detailed cat. It's a multi-layered cat, 5 layers deep, as I've mentioned. You can really see the depth, especially when everything is painted. I think when each layer has a different color, it will really bring out a nice contrast between the layers. I've already selected the colors. I will start with the light color and go all the way to the darkest color. I will start with the first layer being the lightest and then go down to the darker colors. I will be using regular wood glue to glue all the different layers together, and I will apply it using a foam roller. I've used it last time, it worked out great, so why not do it again? I also will use my airbrush gun again to paint the different layers, especially because of the small parts. Similar to my previous project, there are many different openings and little holes. And if I would do it with a paint roller, I think all the paint will get stuck in between the openings. So that's why I'm using the airbrush gun. It's easier to apply it. For people who are interested, this is a Fengda 186 mini compressor. Especially for hobbyists like myself, it's a nice compressor. It's pretty inexpensive and pretty silent, so that's nice. You can buy them on different stores online. They come in a set together with the airbrush gun and other accessories, so it's nice to have. I will mount the camera over here so you can follow along from the top. I will start painting all the different layers, and once this is ready, I'm gonna glue it together, and then hopefully we get a really nice end result. So now that all the layers are painted, I'm left with this nice art piece on paper. I will cut it away and we will do a dry assembly so you can see what it looks like. Let me cut it away, remove the paper. So let me put on the bottom layer. Then we've got this layer on top of it. Next we've got this layer. Then this one. And then finally the first layer will be this one, the lightest one. As you can see, it really gives a nice contrast, a lot of depth to it. Let me show you a little bit closer. I think it turned out really nice. So next I'm gonna glue all the different layers. I will use my trusty old vise again to put some pressure on each layer when it's glued. I will put it on a sheet of MDF. Let me put it on top of each other one more time so you can have a view of what it will look like when all is said and done. I think it will turn out really nice. Let me show you here. It really got some nice colors, some nice depth to it. I really like it. Let me know which one you prefer, this one or the one I created in the video before. I think they are both great. They are different, of course, but I like them both. So let me know in the comment section, do you prefer this one or you prefer this one? And let me know why. Would love to hear it. So next up, I'm gonna glue all the layers and then we've got another project finished. So another project is finished. I really enjoyed this one and I hope you did too. Just like my previous one, this one, it's a nice circular design. It's a 4-layer design of all the high-rise buildings all over the world. If you didn't see this one, I will link it over here so you can look at this video as well. But this one also turned out really nice. Let me show you a little bit closer. I really like the contrast between the layers. I like the color scheme. But of course you are free to use any color scheme you would like. I will put a link in the description of the video where you can find this one if you want to build one yourself. The X4 Pro, this machine really did an amazing job. Even on the back side, no charring at all. If you take a look at the sides, let me show you up close. You can see nice and brown edges like it's supposed to be. So I really like this machine a lot. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I will be looking for another design for next week's video. So I hope you all tune in again. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.